tutorial. Today we are going to discuss about what is Scratch and how the Scratch interface works. First, let me tell you what is Scratch. Scratch is a very beautiful block programming language which is specially designed for young learners to understand coding in a fun and interactive way. This Scratch helps us to create different animations, stories and game with the help of very colorful blocks. So now we are going through how the Scratch works to create different animations, stories and game in a very fun and interactive manner. So here we are. When we open Scratch, its interface is look like this. You can see there are many things. Here some blocks codes are written over here. You can see there are two screens, one this side, and here there is one character you can see over here and the multiple options. One by one we are going to discuss all these options, how they are work. First, before we are going to analyze complete interface, how it works in Scratch, we are going to discuss some terminologies. So here we are. As I already told you, what is Scratch? Scratch is a virtual programming language for creating interactive projects like animations, stories, games, which create a very colorful and interactive manner for the kids and even the beginners who help them to understand coding. Now, when we are going to create any animation or story or game, here we need some characters or objects. In Scratch, these characters and objects are known by specific name, which is called sprite. Sprite is nothing but is a character or object which we choose in Scratch to create your Scratch project. Now the next thing is called backdrop. Backdrop is nothing but is the background or screen you can see which we choose as a background of your story or your animation or your any game. Like we'll see how the sprite we can choose and how we can choose any backdrop in Scratch. So here we are. Like here you can see this cat. This cat is nothing but it's a sprite. You can see it's mentioned sprite 1 here. And this is the sprite name. You can choose, you can write your own sprite name as per your requirement. Now suppose you want to choose more sprite over here, more any character or objects. So you can go to this option. You just click on that. There are many sprites over there which is already provided by the Scratch. You can choose any one sprite over here. There are specified name is mentioned over here. You want to choose from animal, people, any fantasy, dance, music, sports, food, fashion, letters. Anyone you can choose. Suppose I want to choose this balloon. So I'll just click on that. You can see. In this region is called the sprite area, where whenever you want to choose any sprite, it will come over there. Now you want to delete this cat sprite. So you can go through this one icon and just click on that and to see that the delete options come. So this is called the delete sprite area. So you can click on this delete button and automatically your sprite has delete. So here you can choose your sprite as per your demand. Any one sprite you can choose over here, and if you want to delete, you can delete it. Now the second thing, as we discussed about the backdrop. Backdrop means background. You can choose the background as per your requirement whenever you want to create any animation, stories, game. So you require any kind of background. So you can go through that and just click on that. So you can see here multiple background options are presented over here. You can choose anyone. Suppose I want to choose this party one. I just click on that and you can see the background has been come over here. So now you can choose any background over here, and as per your demand you can change it. You can even download it from your system or internet, or you can also characterize as per your demand. You can change the color of your backdrop as well. So these are the main two things which help us to create any animation, game or stories in Scratch. Now we discuss about the other things, how it will get work in the interface. When we see the Scratch interface, it's look like that. There are many things present over there and everything have a specific function, and now we are going to discuss about how everything going to work. First you will see this top part is considered as a title bar. Here the name of the project you can write in over there. which will, whenever you select it and rename it, it will visible over there. Now the second one is called menu bar. Here you can see the group sign and the file, edit, tutorial and the Scratch project. You can rename your project whenever you are making any game or animation. You can change the name of your project as per your requirement. There are multiple tutorials already present on the Scratch, which is very helpful for the beginners to understand how Scratch works. Here in file, you can open your already saved file. You can save your game or animations in your computer. And the next, you can see there's the flag sign and one is the octagon symbol. The flag sign is used to start your animation and the octagon symbol is used to stop your game or animation. Now you can see here, this sign is used to make it the full screen of your animation. Whenever you create any game or animation you want to see in the full screen, so just click on this button and you will see your game or animation in a full screen. Now this area, as I have already told you, this is called the sprite area, where you can click or add your sprite over here over this area and you can make it as per your demand. Now this one is the background, which is called backdrop over here in Scratch. You can choose your background as per your demand. Now this is called the sprite coordinates. Sprite coordinates helps to set the position of sprite where you want to make it set as per your demand. Now you will see there are two icons. This one, blue one, is showing show of sprite and the another one is represented as hide. Whenever you select this one, your sprite is automatically get hide, and once you select again to show, automatically your sprite is visible on the sprite area. Here this one, it can change the size of sprite. Like here, this is the standard 100 size of any sprite. You can reduce it or you can increase it as per your requirement. Now the next one is direction. Direction, it helps to rotate your sprite into 360-degree angle. You can rotate your sprite as per your demand. And this one we have already discussed. If you want to delete your sprite, you can do it. Now the next one is called script area. As we know, whenever we are going to write a play, you want to create any game, we need to decide any script. On the basis of that, your story or animation will work. So here in this script area, with the help of these block palettes, we select our command blocks and will drag and drop these command blocks in the script area. And on the basis of that, these sprites will work and help us to create very interactive animation. So these all are function together, which help us to create different interactive animations, stories and games. Here also, not only these kind of block palettes are there, you can also add as per your requirement. Suppose you want to add some sounds or pen and different type of blocks, so you can add the extension from here. There are already multiple options are present in Scratch. You can choose it and make your stories or animation more interactive and more complicated as well. Now you can see there are three tabs. One is code, one is costume and another one is sound. So here code, especially whenever you are going to open Scratch, code tab by default always open, and you can see there is one sprite already present and motion block palette by default is open, and you can choose any one block palette as per your demand and you can drag and drop over here in script area, and on the basis of that your sprite will work. Now the next one is considered as a costume. Costume helps to change the position and the costume design of your sprite or also your backdrop, which help to change the design over there and make your animation more interactive. And sounds helps to add different sounds in your animation. We'll see how all these options will work. So here we are. Like you can see here, suppose you want to change the position of this sprite, this balloon. So you can see, if just select on that and you can drag and drop anywhere. So you can see automatically the position of this X and the Y has changed. Here the X is work horizontally and the Y work vertically. You can just add any number over here, and on the basis of that you can see the position of your sprite has been changed. So on the basis of that you can select the position of the sprite and you can fix it with the help of these command blocks. Now next option, you can see here is mentioned show, which is already showing the blue color. It means your sprite is visible now. Now you want to hide your sprite, so just click on this hide button and you can see your sprite is hide now. So you can do it as per your wish, which help you to create interactive animations. Now if you want to change the size of your sprite, so you can just reduce it or you can increase it as well. Suppose you can see here I mentioned 10, so you can see your balloon sizes become very small, and if you want to increase it, so just go through that and make it 200. Now you will see the effect. So you can see your balloons become bigger now. Now if you want to change the direction, just you can click on that and you can rotate it as per your demand. So this is the way how these symbols are working over here. Now here these symbols, you can see when I click, there are multiple blocks. You can select over there and it will, how it's going to work, you can choose any one, and on the basis of that just drag and drop and it will was selected for the particular sprite. In next session we are going to discuss in detail how these block palettes and command blocks will work. Now first we are going to discuss about these terminologies, how they are defined. So here we are. As we have already discussed, sprite area. Sprite area means the space where the sprite displayed or interact with, where you can see the sprite and you can add more sprite. You want to delete a sprite, you can delete it, or you can add more background, you can add it, or you can replace it as well. Now the next one is a script area. Script area where you can drag and drop the command blocks, and on the basis of that your sprite will work. The next one, the command blocks. These command blocks are specially designed and execute a specific action in the Scratch. Every command block have their specific function, specific action. On the basis of that your sprite will work. The next one is the block palettes. Block palettes is nothing but the collection of command blocks like motion, looks. These are what? These are block palettes, and each block have a multiple command blocks which have a specific action, and they are very specifically characterized by their function. The next one is sprite coordinates, which is denoted by X and Y. X horizontally, Y vertically. Set the position of sprite on the screen. The next one is add extension. We have multiple block palettes on the screen, but suppose you want to add more creativity in your animation and you want to add more features or tools in the Scratch. So there are multiple options already present in the Scratch like music, sensing, pan. You can select it. You can add on multiple features in your animations. Now the next one is add backdrop, which is very easy. Just you need to add more new background in your project. So you can select add backdrop, or you want to choose the sprite, so you can just go to the add sprite. Next one, it's on and off. As I already showed the symbol, that is the flag one is for the on, and octagon symbol in red color, it is to off your animation. Now next one is the title bar, that the top bar which shows the project's name, the specified project name. You can select it, and on the basis of that you can see on the title bar. Next one is the menu bar. This is the top bar in the Scratch which having an option for save, load, or settings, or you want to see the tutorial or specify the name of the project. You can see in the menu bar. And the tabs, which is a very important 3 tabs we have in the Scratch: code, costume, and sounds, and each have a very specific function, have a different tools, and on the basis of that we can make a very interactive and creative animation, stories, and games, and these steps is very helpful for them. Now one by one we are going to discuss all these steps in detail. So here we are. First we are going to discuss about the code tab. By default, whenever you open the screen of Scratch, you will see this code tab is automatically selected. You will see one sprite over here, the motion block palette automatically selected. You can select anyone and you can see how this command block as per your selection it gets changed. You need to just drag and drop these command blocks in this script area, and on the basis of that this site will work. Here this is your extension. You want to add any music, sensing, pan, any kind of extension you want to add, just select in on that. You can add in the list of the block palettes. Now the next one we are going to discuss about the costume tab. Costume specially designed for change the position and the costume of the sprite. Like you can see, this is my sprite over here, a cat. When with the same sprite, I'll choose the tab costume. I'll see there are two different type of costumes present, means the two different position of the same sprite. Here you can see the cat position is different. You can see in the lab it's look like they're running into the two different position. So you can select it and it make it create a different animations in your story or whatever you want to create. You can change the color, you can add the text, you can add the shapes, or you can flip it into horizontal and vertical manner with the help of costume tab. Or you can even add more costume from the internet, from your system, or you can add other sprites present over there. You can add on in this costume. And also there is a convert to bitmap option is also present. You can convert the vector into the bitmap with the help of this option. Also you can make a group of the different kind of costumes or ungroup. There are multiple options are present. You can also copy your sprite and paste it. So costume is generally used to change the position, or you can just customize your sprite in a different manner as per your demand. Okay. Now the next step we are going to discuss about, the last one, is sound. Now this is the sound tab. Sound tab is specially designed whenever you want to add a different sounds in your animation. Suppose there is a cat and I want to add this cat as a sprite in my animation, and I also want this cat make a meow sound after 2 seconds. So I'll just choose the sound, the meow over here. There are multiple sounds already present in the Scratch, and also there is an option you can download it from the system or internet. Different sounds you can add in your animation which make a very interactive effect in your stories and animation. So this is all about the Scratch interface, how the Scratch interface work. There are these 3 tabs: code, costume and sounds, which have their specific function, like codes create a script for the story and animations, and also the costume can customize your sprite or background, and sounds helps to add different sounds to make your animation more interactive. So this is all about the Scratch interface. Now in next session we are going to discuss about how the block palettes have a specified function with having a set of command blocks, and how these command blocks help us to create interactive animations. I hope you understand about the Scratch and its interface. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, welcome to Kodex Academy. In today's session we are going to discuss about how we can use my block in our script to make our script short, understandable and less repetitive. So here we go. When we open our Scratch, you will see such kind of screen, and you can see there is an option of my block. When I click over here, you will see only one command block is present over here, make a block. When I click over here, you can see you can create your customized block. You can give the name as per your demand. You want to show a particular action of jump, sing, dance, sound, any kind of name you can give as per your demand. Like for example, I will give the name here, say hello. This is my customized name I am giving to create my customized block. Here you have multiple options, like you can add any input, any number or text you want to add, so you can add it over here. You can write it like multiple times you want to repeat it, so you can use it. and here you want to add an input like boolean yes, two conditions true and false. On the basis of that you can use it, and you can add it any label over here in on the basis of text, so you can use it. But here I just first started with the simple one, how you can use a simple block which is defined by the particular name and it depends on your script, so you can use it. Now I created my block and I am click on OK over here, and you can see one block is created, say hello. And here this one block is help you to define your script for what you are going to create. Now I am going to create my small script, and you will see how we can use this my block instead of a long script. So here we go. Now I am taking when green flag clicked, and I want to use the look blocks which say hello for 2 seconds, and then afterwards it say wait for 1 second, and then afterwards say goodbye for 2 seconds. So now you can see here I'm not using a too big script. Here I'm using only 3 blocks, and you will see when I just click on the green flag how it is working. Now you can understand it's a very simple block programming. But suppose imagine you are using, you have a very long script and you want to make it short, and there is an option when we create a long game or story, some part of script is get repeated multiple times, and to avoid such repetition of the script we can use this my block. Now we will see how you can use it and how we can make our script more short and understandable. Here instead of these 3 blocks I want to use only single block and make this action occur in the same way which happened earlier. So what I need to do, I am taking all these blocks and I will put over here. Now you'll see when I click on the green flag nothing will happen. But now I'm going back to my block, and here I'm using this say hello block which define all the blocks present under this define say hello block. Now I'm clicking again on this green flag, and you will see what will happen. You will see the same action is called by say hello, which is done by these 3 blocks. Now in my script, this action, if it is repeated multiple times, I can't be write it, drag and drop all this block again and again. I just simply take this say hello, and you will see the same action again and again. You can make it in your script. So you can see how easy it is to use my block, make it your customized block, which help you to make your script more shorter, more understandable and less repetitive. So this is all about the my block. I hope you understand how you can use the my block in your script to make your script more shorter and more understandable and less repetitive. If you like the video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Scratch Tutorials by Uman Shagarwal. Today I will show you how looks block can change the looks of sprites. Like see, there are so many sprites and every sprite shows different looks. Now in this video we see how it is happening. Do you want to make this game? So let's go. We have the cat, we need it. We'll take all the sprites. We'll take ball, duplicate this. Yeah. Change its color. Change every ball's color. Yes. Now we will take 2 more balls. Basketball and baseball. Change the size to 200 of every ball till baseball. And the baseball, we will take it 150. Because if we will do it 200, it will be so much big from the other sprites. Yes, it's good. Now we will set them in their positions. The cat will be on the ground. Good. Now we will take a backdrop. Go to choose a backdrop. I will take blue sky so it looks beautiful. Put it on the brown line. Now let's get coding. First we will start with the cat. Go to events. Take when this sprite clicked. Means when the sprite is clicked, go to control, forever loop, looks, next costume. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's changing its costume so fast. We have to put one block. Wait for 0.5 seconds. Now you can see it's going slowly. Now for the yellow ball. Now we will change the look block. When the sprite clicked, forever loop, go to looks. Now we will take change color effect by 25 and wait 0.5 seconds. You can see it's changing color. Change its name to cat. Change its name to color as it's written on the looks block color. Now for the blue one. We will take this whole code, put in the blue one. Great. We will take ghost for this one. Ghost means it will disappear. Now we will drag this to the pink one. For the pink one, we will take pixelate. Pixelate means it will change into different types of shapes in pixel. Now we will drag this to this one. For this we will do mosaic. Change its name to mosaic. Now how mosaic does? Mosaic means that it will change the sprite into multiple sprites. If I took this green ball, I click on it, you can see it's changing into multiple balls. Now we'll drag this to the purple ball. For this purple ball, we will take brightness. Change its name to brightness. Now we will drag this to basketball. For basketball, we will take fisheye. Sorry, I didn't show this. This was a purple ball. It changed its color to white. Means white is the brightest color. Now go to basketball. We have this fisheye. Now drag this to baseball. And for this, we will take Vril. And instead of baseball, we will take the name Vril. Great. Now I'll show you how fisheye and Vril does. Fisheye means it will make a hole in the sprite. You can see in the basketball, fisheye is making a big hole. Now for the baseball, it will twist. You can see it's twisting round and round and round. To make you understand, I will show you in a big screen. You can see it's changing its brightness. In the basketball, it's making a hole. The cat, it's moving, it's changing its costume. In the baseball, it's twisting. Vril. In the last four, I will explain you. This yellow ball is changing color when I clicked it. Different types of color are visible in it. This is pixelate. It's changing its shape in pixels. Last two. This is mosaic. Mosaic means, I told you, a sprite is turning into multiple of sprites. And this blue one, ghost, it just disappeared. Hope you like this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, welcome to Codex Academy.
Today we are going to discuss about the code tab and our first block palette, which is called motion block palette, and we'll discuss each and every command block present in the motion block in detail. So here we go. When we discuss about the code tab, this code tab specially designed to contain all the block palettes, which is the group of different type of command blocks. You can see over here there are multiple block palettes: motion, look, sound, event, control, sensing, operators, variables, and my block. It's as per our demand. We can create our block and we can use it for our animation. So the code tab contain all the script, all the blocks which can be used to create your organized program. So you can see here, like for example in motion block palette there are multiple number of command blocks are available, and each command block have a specific instructions. When we are going to write our program with the help of these blocks, you can drag and drop these command blocks in the script area, and on the basis of that your program will be designed. And once your program is designed, you can run it and you can see the effect in the sprite area. So now first we discuss about the motion block palette and how it contains different kind of command blocks, and each command block how it will work in the Scratch. So here we are. First, when we talk about the motion block, motion means movement. This block specially designed to control the movement of sprite. It can control the position, the movement of sprite on the stage. Stage means sprite area. Whenever you want to change the position and the movement of your sprite, you can use these motion blocks. First we discuss about some common blocks, and after that we will see these blocks, how these blocks work on the Scratch. So here we are. Whenever you open your Scratch, you will see by default motion block always open, and the first block in the motion block is move steps. In this bracket you can write down any number, and on the basis of that your sprite can move forward and the backward direction. So it will help to show the movement of sprite. Now the second one is turn degree. With the help of this block you can rotate your sprite clockwise and counterclockwise as well. You can see there are two type of blocks are available. One is rotating clockwise and another one is rotating anti-clockwise. So whenever you choose this one, so your sprite will rotate clockwise. Whenever you will choose this counterclockwise, your sprite will rotate counterclockwise. Here you can write the degree from 0 to 360 degree. On the basis of that the rotation will perform. Now the next one is go to. Go to, it shows the movement, means how much you want to move your sprite to the specific position. You want to change their random position, like whenever you click the flag and automatically your sprite will move into different place on the sprite area. So on the basis of that you can choose the random position, you can choose the mouse cursor as well for this. Next, it shows the go to X and Y position, means whenever you want to specify the position of sprite, you can choose this block. You can set the X and Y position of sprite, and on the basis of that whenever you want to move your sprite into the specific position, you can drag and drop this block, set the value of X and Y. On the basis of that your sprite will set on the particular position. Now we'll discuss about the next blocks which are available on the motion blocks. So here we are. Here there are some more blocks like glide bracket second to this. It means whenever you want to move smoothly your sprite, means like a gliding on the surface of the sprite area. So you can set the specified position with a particular time period, like for a 1 second or for many seconds. On the basis of that you can choose the random position, you can also choose the mouse pointer. So on the basis of that whenever you click the flag, you will see your sprite will glide on the screen. So here you can choose the random position and also the mouse pointer. Same type of block when you want the specific position, like here you will set, instead of random position or mouse pointer, you can set the value of X and Y. Otherwise the both blocks work in the same way, but here you can choose the random position and the mouse pointer as per your animation's demand, and here you will set the specific value of X and Y. The next one
it shows the point in direction. Means here you can rotate your sprite at the specific face of direction. Means suppose you want to show your sprite into a different point of angle, so you can set with the help of this block. The next one is point towards mouse pointer or sprite. Means where you want to change the face of your sprite towards the specific object or to the mouse pointer, you can choose this block. It will help to easily move the direction of your sprite at a specified position. Now we discuss about the other motion blocks. So here we are. Here there are some more motion blocks which helps to create very fine and attractive animation for us. You will see like change X by and change Y by. What is the sense of this? You can change the value of X and Y position related to the current position of the sprite. Means the sprite have a specified X and Y position. Whenever you will put the sprite on the sprite area, here you can move the sprite horizontally by the changing the X value and vertically by changing the Y value related to its current position with the help of this block. Now the next one is if on edge bounce. Means whenever your sprite will touch the edge, it will bounce. So especially this block used to create a bouncing effect on the game. So it is very interesting block to create different kind of games like bouncing ball and other different kind of games also we use this block. Now the next one is set rotation style. Means here whenever you want to set the rotation style of sprite, either it move to left to right direction or it should not rotate or it rotate in all direction, how it will move into the whole screen. So you can set the rotation style of your sprite. Now here this will show the X, Y and direction position of the sprite in the current way. Means whenever you want to see the current X position, Y position and the direction of sprite, you just need to click over here. You can see this X position on the screen, and here you can click on all three, so you will see X position, Y position and the direction also of your sprite on screen. So this is all about the motion block. Now we'll see how all these motion block will work on Scratch. So here we are. Whenever you will open your Scratch, by default you will see motion blocks are over here and one of our cat sprite is also available over here. Now we'll see how all these motion blocks will work with the help of this sprite movement. So first, because I need to see how our blocks will work, so first I need to choose the flag block which is available on the event block. So I will take it and drag and drop over here. Next I'll move to the motion block. Now first I will take move 10 step block and put it over here. So now whenever I'll click the flag, you will see the sprite move 10 steps. You can see the little movement in this cat. If you want to increase the value of this movement, you can increase it, like I'll make it 100. So you can see how the cat is moving right now. You can see the movement distance is getting increased. So you can change this value as per your demand. Now we'll discuss about the another block. This one, turn 15 degree. Now you'll see I'll click on the flag. It's rotating clockwise. Now you can change this value. I'll make it 45 and now again you will see it's rotating in 45 degree angle. Now next one, I will take it turn counterclockwise and I will make it the value here 90 degree. So now you will see the result. It rotate counterclockwise. Same here, whenever you want to take go to, here it's mentioned random position, and also you can click on this drop down and you will see there is an option of mouse pointer. Means where is our mouse pointer, so you can select that one also. Like mouse pointer, if I'll select my mouse pointer is here, and when I'll click on that, your cat should be moved to the mouse pointer direction. So you can see here, if I'll choose to the random position, you can select the random position and then you can click over here. So it will move to the random position. Different position it will move. So this is the way how this block will work. Now the next one is the same. Here you will set the position of x and y for your sprite. So you can change the value over here. You can write it down anyone. Suppose I will write over here 100 and here I will write 150. So now you will see the effect. It moves upside. This is the position. You can see the x value is 100 over here and y value is 150 over here. So you can set the value according to that. The next one is the glide. Glide means it's move like in slider way. It will move on the screen. Now you will see how it will work. So you can see it's gliding over there. For a 1 second it will glide over here. You can increase the value of the second. Suppose I will make it 5. So it will, you can see it moves slowly. There are 5 seconds it will move. As the value of second will increase, the speed of the movement is going to be slow down. The next here, the same point, but here the x and y value you can set same as the x and y value will set in the go to. So you can do it the same value, like here it's minus value, I can make it is 100 and here I will make it also 100. So you can see the effect. It move in a gliding manner. It will move to 100 x and y position. Now the next block is point in direction, which is the point direction you can set over there. You can move it. Your sprite will move in the same direction. Like here I will take it 90 degree, point in direction 90. So you can see it come to exact 90 degree position. You can check in the direction also. Here you can see it's a 90 degree angle. You can change this value and according to that you can see it will show the movement. Again I change it from here and you will see again it will back to the 90 degree position whenever I'll click the flag. So you can see over here. Next we'll take the point towards the mouse pointer. You select your sprite will move point towards the mouse pointer. So you can see over here it automatically point towards the mouse pointer. So it will change the direction whenever we're going to click over here. Next, with the help of these blocks, you can change the value of x and y. Suppose I want to change it, make it 80. So here you can see how it will affect. It will change the value of 80. So here same thing. You can set the value of x also, change the value of y and set the value of y as well. Now the next one, if on the edges it shows bounce. It is very interesting block which is specially used whenever you design any game. First I will make it straight or sprite and then afterwards I'll put it on the edges. Whenever we are going to click this block, you can see it show little bouncing movement. You can see how your sprite will bounce over here. Again if you want to touch the edges and again you can see the effect. Now the next one is to set the rotation style. Here you can see the different type of options are available: left, right, not, don't rotate and all around. So you can choose any style and on the basis of that your sprite will rotate in a particular direction like left, right or don't rotate all around as per the demand of your game or animation. Now the next motion blocks are X position, Y position and the direction. Here with the help of these blocks you can find out the X position, Y position and the direction of your sprite. To see the position of my sprite I just need to click over here. You can see X position of your sprite. Now the next you just click on this Y one. You can see the Y position of your sprite. Now if you want to see the direction, you can see the direction value of your sprite. So this is all about the motion block and these blocks are really helpful whenever we are going to create any game, animations or story. Motion blocks are most commonly used in all kind of animations, games and stories. These create a very interactive animations and program which you really enjoyed. This is all about the motion block. In next session we'll discuss about the next block palette. I hope you enjoy the session. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hello everyone. Welcome to Kodex Academy. In previous session we have discussed about the motion block. Now we are going to discuss about the look blocks. How the look blocks give the valuable effect of our animation, games and stories. So here we are. Look blocks. As the word say look, it means this block helps in Scratch to change the look of your sprite and it also changes the visual effect of your stage.
So this look block help to change the appearance and the visual state of your sprite and the stage, which makes your animation more attractive and more creative. There are multiple command blocks we use in the look blocks. Like first you will see, the first block is say hello for 2 seconds. It means it used to create a speech bubble where you can write any text and it will set the time for 2 seconds. You can increase the time as per your demand. It will look like this. Say hello for 2 seconds. You can write anything instead of hello as well, and you can change that value of time. Now the next one, if you want to write something for the long period of time, there is no any restriction regarding time, so you can use this say block where it's mentioned say hello. Instead of hello, you can write anything for that, and you can use such kind of block in your story and animations. Now the next one is think block. Here, whenever you want to show your character, your sprite is thinking, so on that you can use such block, and you can write anything like in the story, in your imagination you want to create some thinking effect, so you can use this think block. Here this block is mentioned for the time foundation, like here you want to show the thinking effect for 2 seconds or more, you can use it. But here this think block, any thought bubble you can create which is not restricted with the time. So this is all about the how you can write the dialogue. You want to say something, you want to show your sprite is thinking, so you can use such blocks. Now the next one. Here you can see there are multiple look blocks we have, and which show very interesting effect in our animation. Like you can see this mention is switch costume. Switch costume means when you want to change the look of your sprite. In Scratch there are multiple sprites are available and which have many costume, which have their different visual effects, their different position has changed, and also their color get changed. You can switch your costume as per your demand of your animation with the help of this block. Now the next one is next costume. In your sprite you have multiple costume, and as per your animation demand you want to change the costume of your sprite, so you can use this costume block. Now the next one is to switch backdrop. Same like you want to change the costume of your sprite, you also can change the backdrop, means background. Multiple background you can select for your animation and you can switch it according to your demand. And the same as next costume, there is one more block that is called next backdrop. Here you can arrange your backdrops in a sequence manner as per your animation demands, and you can click on next. Accordingly it will get change your backdrop to the next one. Now you can also change the size of your sprite, change size by 10, or you can change this number value. It's not stick by 10, it's up to your demand and up to your requirement of your animations and stories. You can change the value of size, and according to that you can change the size of your sprite. Here you can set the size of your sprite. By default show 100%, which is the exact size figure you will see in the sprite area, and you can decrease the size of your sprite, and you also can increase the size of your sprite as per your demand with the help of this block. Now we'll move to the next one. Here these blocks helps to change the color effect. Here in some animations you will see your sprite change color simultaneously, different color is showing. This block is really create a very beautiful animation while you want to choose a different color of your sprite, so you can use it. There are effect by 25, means that 25 different color you can see the effect of that, and you can change this value, and you also can set the color on the basis of that. Here you also set the color, also the fish eyes, body structure, pixels, different kind of visual effects you can fix in that, and you also set the value of that. If increase this value, automatically you will see the value of effect is get increased. You will see the more visual effect as the effect value get changed. Now the next one is clear graphic effect. Suppose you have changed your sprite by the color, you showing multiple visual effect, and at end of the game you want to clear all the graphic effects of your sprite. You can use this block which is called clear graphic effect. Immediately your all graphic effect it's removed. Next one, show and hide. It means in between the game you want to show your next sprite or you want to hide your sprite, so you can use these blocks which helps to show and hide your sprite. Now the next one, these are the last blocks which belongs to the look category. Here first it shows the go to front layer, front and back layer also. We can use this drop down to make it front or back layer. Whenever you want to move your sprite front and behind of all other, you can use this block. Or also you want to move forward and backward by the certain number of layers present. You can create number of layers on the screen. For your demand of your animation, you can make your sprite move forward, move backward with the help of these blocks. And these three, when you want to see the costume number of your sprite, which backdrop is visible in the current state on your screen, and what is the actual size of your sprite. Once you can click on this square, automatically it will appear on the screen and you can see which costume is visible right now, what is the current background it's showing, and what is the size of your sprite. Now all these blocks will see on the scratch how they are working actually. So here we are. When we want to see how the look blocks show the effect on sprite, just you need to choose the look blocks palette. All the look command blocks are visible over here. Now one by one we'll see how these look blocks work. First I need to choose the event one and I'll take the flag block over here. And now next I'll move to the look one. First I will choose the say hello for 2 seconds. And I just drag and drop over here and I just click on the flag. You will see. After 2 seconds, this hello is disappear. Now again I want to click on that. You can see it's appear, and after 2 seconds it disappear. You can change the value of second and you can also change the dialogue over here. Now next one, it shows say hello. This will not disappear. Once you click the flag, you will see for the long time it will be visible. You can see until I'm not going to hide this one, and if I'll not restrict it with the time, it will not disappear by itself. Next one, it's think. You can see once I click on the flag, you will see the effect. It's showing the thought bubble, means your sprite is thinking now. It will disappear in 2 seconds. You can increase the value of the second also. Like I mentioned, it's 6 seconds, so it will be showing for 6 seconds. Now another one, we can use the thing block same like the say block, and it will not disappear as per the time demands. Until I will not remove this block, it will show like that. Now the next one is switch costume to. Here costume, how you will find out how many costume your sprite has. You just click on this costume and you will see over here this sprite has 2 costumes, means 2 type of different position. One you can see this one and another one see this one. So there are 2 costume 1 and costume 2. You are able to switch these 2 in the coding. So you can see here's mentioned costume 2. Once I click on the flag, it's already the costume 2. Now I want to make it costume 1. So I just click on the costume 1 and now you will see the effect. This is the costume 1. Now if you want to go to the next costume, so you can just select this next costume block, put it here, and you can see the effect. Automatically which one is the next costume, it will show over here. Now we'll see the next block. It is change size by 10. Once I just click on the flag, you will see the effect, how the size of your sprite is changed. It increased by 10 by every click. You can also change the value. Suppose I will make it -20. So you will see the value how it is get reduced. You can increase the size of your sprite, you can decrease the size of your sprite with the help of this block. Now if you want to set the size of your sprite, this is by default 100%. You can reduce it or you can increase it. Now I can make it 300%. So you can see the effect, it shows too big. Now if you want to make it 50, and you will see the effect, it is 50 now. I'll make it 100 right now. So it will again become to their original size. Now the next one is to change the color effect. Here is mentioned 25, means there are 25 different color tones it will show. And you can see once I'll click how the sprite color has been changed one by one. Different color shades of your sprites you can see over here. It shows the very beautiful graphical effects on your animation. Now you can change the value of color, and also there are pixelate value, mosaic, brightness, ghost, different of graphic effect you can show over here. Like in the pixelate, if you'll see, it show the pixel value like you can see in the Minecraft. On the basis of the value can be changed. Now the next one, where you can set the effect value, how much effect you want to set in the particular value. Suppose here I'll just make it the color change, so it's show, you can see the color value has been changed. Now again pixelate I will choose and I will make it the 0 effect, so automatically you can see it's come to their original shape. So this is the original sprite has been visible right now. Now if you want to create some pixel effect as per your demands, so I'll make it as 30. So you will see the effect on your sprite. See. So this is also create a beautiful graphic effect. Especially these kind of effects are used in games. Now the next one, it's called clear graphic effect. Whenever like end of the game you want to clear all graphic effect from your sprite, so you can choose this block and just you click on the flag, you can see your sprite come into the original shape, original position, all graphic effect will be disappear. Now the next one is show and hide. Suppose your sprite you mention as hide over here and you want to show, so you just click on the flag and you can see your sprite is here. Now you want to hide your sprite, so here you can use this hide block, just click on the flag and you can see your sprite is hide now. Again you want to show, you just click over there, you can see your sprite is here. Now the next one is shows. Go to front layer and the back layer. It shows, suppose you have choose a different type of sprite, so here you just choose on that and you can make it back, so it come back to the other sprite. And also whenever you want to choose to make it front, so it will automatically come in front of the other sprite. Now if you want to choose the forward and backward of the layer, here you can select the number of layers. Suppose you're going to choose multiple number of sprite and here you are making a layer of different sprite over there, so you can set the number value of your layer and you can move your sprite forward and backward. Like suppose this sprite is forward right now, so you want to make it backward, so just you can choose the backward and just click the flag and you will see the effect, it moved backward side. Now again if you want to choose forward, so you can see it come forward. So you can set the layer value in that, otherwise the both blocks work in the same manner. The next one, it shows costume number, backdrop number and size. Here you just need to click on this square and you can see these blocks on your screen. You can see here, there is mentioned sprite 1 costume number 1, means your sprite 1, this cat has costume number 1 right now. Now the backdrop number, it's 2. There are 2 backdrop. One is this grass one and another one is the white background. Wants to see the background effect, so you can choose the backdrop over here. Like here you can switch the backdrop. It's mentioned blue sky, which we have already chosen. Now if you want to switch to make it the plain one, backdrop one, you just choose the backdrop one and you can see the effect. It shows white background over here and you can see the value of this backdrop number is also changed. And you want to switch the backdrop also, same as a costume, you just move the next backdrop and you can just click on that. Automatically it is your next backdrop is there, because here we have choose only 2 backdrops. So automatically once you click the flag continuously, one by one both backdrop will appear. You can see over here. This is all about the looks blocks, which is very beautifully create the graphical effect and the visual effects on your sprite and make a creative and interactive animation, games and stories. So this is all about the look block. Now in next session we are going to discuss about the next block palette. Be with us. Thank you. Enjoy the learning. Hello everyone, welcome to Kodex Academy. As in the previous session, we have discussed about the look block and the motion block. Now we are going to discuss about the sound block. Sound block which give the effective sound effect in the animation, and you will really enjoy it when you add such kind of command blocks in your animations. So here we are. Sound block. Sound block in Scratch are used to add audio effects, music, sound effects in your project. Whenever you want to create any kind of different sounds, animations for specific animal or any other kind of object, you can use sound block, and it really gives the amazing effect on your animation. When we are going through the different command blocks in the sound block palette, you will see various kind of command blocks are available in the sound block palette. The first block is play sound until done. In this bracket you can see it's written over here meow, because whenever you open the Scratch, by default it shows the meow sound, and this is happen because there is by default one cat sprite is always show on the screen of Scratch. So that's why it's always by default show meow. But here you can add any kind of sound as per your wish. There are multiple sound options available on Scratch. Here you can add different sound, and when you drop down you will see the sound which you added in your animation. Now the next one, start sound meow. When you click start the sound, but it doesn't wait as it's mentioned until done here. It wait until it's finished before moving on. But here when you choose start sound, which is not mentioned any kind of wait effect over here, it doesn't wait for to finish. The script continue running. Till then the sound also running continue. Here the next one is stop all sound. Mainly such kind of block is used when you want to stop all the sounds in the animation. Here's like you finish your game, so we mention all sounds should be stopped. In that case we use such blocks. Stop all sounds. So currently whatever sound is playing in your animation, it stop immediately. Next one is change pitch effect by 10. It's used to raise and lower the pitch of your sound when you want to generate the effective sound in your animation. The next one is set the value. Here you can add the change value, and here you want to set the pitch value of your sound for the full animation. So you can set the value, and on the basis of that you will see the pitch effect on the specific sound. Now we have some more command block in the sound. So here we go. Next one is clear sound effect. When you want to remove all kind of sound effect in your animation, suppose you have set the pitch effect on that and you will set some value on that in your animation. So when you want to remove all kind of effect from the sound, you can use such block. Next one is change volume by 10. This one is used to increase or decrease the volume of sprite. If you put in the minus value, it means decrease the volume, and if you want to increase it, make this number in positive. Next one is set the value. Same here, set the specific volume of your sound in your animation. So you can set the specific percentage. By default this percentage it shows 100%, but you can change it and you can set the specific percentage value of the volume in your animation. The next one is volume. Here you can show the volume tab in the screen. So here you can find out what is the current volume of your sprite in your animation. This is all about the sound block. Now we'll see on the Scratch how these sound blocks will work. So here we go. In the Scratch, when you open the sound block, you will see
all these command blocks will open. First you will see by default is mentioned meow sound. Before we are going to use this block, we'll select the event one, we'll choose flag command block. Now again we move to the sound block and just click on that and use this play sound. It's already mentioned meow one, so I just need to click on the flag and you will see the effect. Whenever I'm going to click this flag, you will see the effect. Now here this is until done. It means it have some specific value. Whenever you are going to click on that on the specific time, it will going to show the sound effect. Now here is mentioned start sound. When you want to continue, you will set the value and on the basis of that it will continue show the sound effect of whatever you want to choose. Here you can add more sounds on the basis of recording also you can done, or you can select the multiple sounds from the tab. You can go here and click on the search sound and you can see there are multiple sounds options are available. You can choose any one. Just you need to click on that. Suppose I need to click on the piano, and now you will see how it will show the effect of piano. Like this piano sound, you can add multiple kind of sound option in your animation. Now again we back to the sound animation. Just click on code to go back to your screen, and here you'll go. Here like I add the piano one, so I just drop down and I can click on the piano and you will see the effect. Like that you can choose any kind of sound over here. Now here is mentioned stop all sound. I have not selected any sound, so it's not use of this block in this situation. But whenever you want to choose multiple kind of sounds in your animation, in your story or game, and when you want to stop everything, any kind of volume, any kind of sound effect, so you can use this block. Next one is change the pitch value. You can increase or decrease by change this effect by. So you can change this value. On the basis of that you will see the effect. Like I'll choose one sound over here and you will see the effect in the volume, in the pitch by change this effect by. Here I mentioned 70 and you will see the effect. Now if I make it 10, so on the basis of that it will change the pitch of the sound. Here next one is set the pitch. You can set as per your demand for the complete animation. So you can set this value, and on the suppose here by default is mentioned 100. You can change it, make it 40, or you will see the effect on the basis of that. The next one is clear all sound effect. Whenever you don't want to show any kind of pitch effect, any kind of volume vibration, so you can use this block and clear all kind of sound effect which is already mentioned in your block programming. The next one is change the volume by 10. Here if you want to change the volumes, you can drag and drop below the selected sound and you can change the value. Here I mentioned 20 and you will see the volume is showing like this. If I'll make it 100, so sound will be more increase. On the basis of that you can change the volume as per your demand. The next one same like that, set the volume effect. By default it is 100%. You can change it, you can increase or decrease, and you will set the volume as per your demand. And the last one is the volume tab. If you want to see what is the value of your volume of the sprite on screen, so just click on the square and make it right and you will see the effect. You just need to click over here and you will see. Here by default is mentioned 100%. You can change it and on the basis of that you will see as you are changing here is 100. If you make it 40 and you will see the value, it's showing 40. Whenever you want to see what is the current value of volume of your sprite, you can see over here with the help of this command block. So this is all about the sound blocks which give a realistic effect on your animation. Now in next session we are going to discuss about the next block palette, and they're all command blocks. I hope you understand about the sound block. Thank you for your patience. Hello everyone, welcome to Kodex Academy. Like in previous session, we have discussed about many block palettes like looks block, motion block, sound block. Now in today's session, we are going to discuss about event blocks. What kind of special role they play in our animation. So here we are. Event blocks. As the name say event. It means it shows how our play script will be run in your script area. Here the event blocks play a very important role to start the action according to your play script. It control the action of different kind of sprites which we choose and the background as well. These event blocks are used to trigger the script and the control when the certain action start, whenever you want to stop certain action, and on the basis of your requirement what kind of action should be run. All kind of commands are managed by these event blocks. Now one by one we are going to discuss about each and every command block which present under the event block palette. So first, which is very common block and used in each and every animation. The first one is when green flag clicked. We are very familiar with this command block. We know whenever we are going to make any kind of play script, so the first block which we choose, that is the when green flag clicked. You have seen this block so many times. Here this green flag is give the signal to start your project. Whenever you want to run your script, just you need to click on when green flag clicked. Now the next one, when space key press. This kind of block is specially designed whenever you want to make any kind of game, especially like racing game. Here you want to move your car in left direction, right direction, or you want to control their speed. So here instead of space also you can choose the arrow, up arrow, right arrow, left arrow, down arrow. It gives the specific function to the specific key. On the basis of that you can run your script. Now the next one is when the sprite click. Here you give the beautiful animation in this. Whenever you want to click any sprite, and on the basis of that your script will start. Suppose you choose multiple sprite in your program, choose when particular sprite will click, then only this game going to start. You can manage your event how this particular sprite is clicked, then only your event will start, otherwise it will stop. So on the basis of that you can manage your event with the help of this event block. Now the next one is when backdrop switch to backdrop 1, backdrop 2, multiple backdrops you can select in your animation, and when you trigger the script and on the basis of that you want to change the background of your stage, so you can select your particular backdrop over here. You can give the specific name to your backdrop as well, and on the basis of that you can switch the backdrop with the help of this event block. Now we are discussing about more event blocks. So here we are. Here it's mentioned when loudness is more than 10. When you want to start your script on the basis of the sound sensitivity, means whenever you want to set the detection of sound with the help of microphone, and the loudness if it is increased by 10, 20, and on the basis of that you will set the value. This script will start when the loudness is more than 10 or 20. So you can use such block which is specially designed to detect the sound, not any kind of the flag, not any kind of other background or any kind of sprite. You want to start your script on the basis of the detection of sound. You can use this block at this time. Now the next one is broadcast message. This broadcast message is specially designed when you are playing with the multiple sprite, and here you want to send a particular message to all the sprite present in your script. Automatically when you are receiving any particular message, here this one block broadcast message and the last one when I receive this message, they are correlate with each other. Means here when I receive, like suppose when I receive hello from the cat, then I broadcast message hello cat back to the other sprite. So here these two command blocks are correlate with each other. This broadcast message only trigger when the particular message when I receive block is received by the particular sprite. Then only the broadcast message is delivered to all the sprite present in your script. We will discuss on the screen of Scratch how these messages correlate with each other. Now the next one is broadcast message and wait.
These two are same, only the time management, when you want to set the time management in your game, so you can use this kind of block when the message is sent and wait till all the trigger script finish running before continuing. It means until all the action is not performed, till this broadcast message is delivered. Then afterwards, once it get finished, and then you can continue your script. This is all about the event block. Now we'll see how this event block will work on the Scratch. So here we go. When we open the Scratch, we know this kind of screen we always see. Here the event block palette is available, and just we need to click over here, and you will see all the event command block is open over here. First one is the when flag click. Everyone is aware about this block. It's very common block whenever we want to design any kind of animation, or whenever we want to write any kind of script. This is the first block we use to trigger our script to start. So this is the very common block we use. Like for example, here I use motion block and put this one as move 10 steps. So here we can use this block and just click over the flag, and you will see our sprite is start moving 10 steps. So this is, everybody is familiar with this. Now the next one is we use, the next event block is when space key is pressed. You can see when you're going to drop down this, and there are many options is available: up arrow, down arrow, right, left, any A, B, C, D, multiple options are available. You can see you can give the specific command to the A key. So here you mention A. Suppose I click on A1, and here again I will going to use this motion block, and I will use this block. Now if I'll click on the flag, you will see it will not run. Now if I'll press A key from my keyboard, and you will see it will start moving. Instead of flag, you will give the particular command to your specific key, and on the basis of that also your play script will run with the help of this block. Now we'll discuss about the another block. The next event block is when this sprite is clicked. So here same like you are triggering your program, your script with the help of the sprite click. Here you can see when this sprite click. Here I have choose only one sprite which is already available on that, and I again wants to move this 10 steps. If I'll click here, and again I'll choose this move 10 step, and if I click on the flag, you will see the cat will not move. Now if I just click on the cat, you will see it start moving. So you can understand how this block will work. Instead of flag, you can give the command to the specific key also, or you can give this command to the specific sprite also. When we click the sprite, then only such kind of action will run. Now we'll discuss about the another event block. Now the next one is when the backdrop switch to backdrop 1 or 2. Here in particular action, when the backdrop switch 1, till yet we have not chosen any backdrop. There is one by default backdrop, that is backdrop 1, which is a blank white screen. I am going to choose one more backdrop over here. So I'll just click over here, and I can choose any one backdrop. So I suppose I will choose this blue sky, and now you will see there are two backdrops. How you will find out there are two backdrops we have selected? Here just you can go select on this backdrop one icon, and now you can see this costume is changed into backdrop. Now you can just click on that, and you can see there are two backdrop. One is blank one, and another one is blue sky. It means now you have two backdrop in your script area. Back to the screen, just click on this code, and again now you have two backdrop. Suppose I want to use this one block, and I just click here when the switch to backdrop 1 or backdrop 2. So I just click over here. I just mention any kind of block, like suppose I will choose here say hello for 2 seconds, and here if I'll click on this backdrop 1, it move, and you can see it shows say hello. It means whenever the background is going to switch, on the basis of that any kind of command you can run for that. Now we are going to discuss about the another event block.
it is based on loudness. So whenever the loudness is mentioned is more than 10, here this value you can change it, and this is based on the like detection of sound. Whenever you want to give the script set on the basis of that, when the loudness is more than 10, more than 20, then only your script will run. So you can use such block. Here instead of loudness you also use the timer, means you will set the particular time like after 1 minute, after 30 seconds. On the basis of that also, when the timer is moved more than that, then your script will run. You can run your event on the basis of the action of time and the loudness as well with the help of this block. Now we are going to use this broadcast, and when I receive the broadcast message, when I receive the particular message, how this broadcast message will deliver to all the sprite. So here for that broadcast message we need more than one sprite. I need to choose one more sprite, so I'll just click over here, and here I will choose, suppose I will choose over here one fox, and I just click on this fox and I'll just put it over here. And for that, to conversation between these two sprite, I need to turn the face of this sprite. So I'll go to the costume and I'll just click on that flip horizontal, and you will see the face of this cat is flipped now. Now again I need to back to this code part, and now I'll use this broadcast message to show the conversation between both of them. Here I need to choose one sprite. Suppose I choose the cat one, and here I'll choose the flag, click, and it will say hello to the fox. So I'll go to the look block and say hello, and here I'll mention hello fox. And now here for the fox, I'll check it and I'll go to the event block and I'll choose it when I receive one message. So when any kind of message I need to receive, say here when I receive hello fox or hello cat, so on the basis of the broadcast message I need to reply it on that. So in this one I broadcast any message for this. When suppose the broadcast, here I mention new message, I mention hello cat. Now the broadcast message is set. I will put it here and I'll select it one message hello cat. So it will going to show the broadcast message, and it going to show on the look, and here it say when it receive hello cat, it's also reply in the message hello dear cat. Now you'll see the effect. You can say it say hello fox, and after 2 seconds it say hello dear cat. So this broadcast message, how it will work, when you click the flag, it say the cat will say hello fox for 2 seconds, and it broadcast message I set hello cat. It means kind of message in that you can say, because this broadcast message deliver to all the sprite available on the screen, and once this signal is delivered, and whenever in particular sprite you have this when I receive this particular broadcast message, and on the basis of the what kind of the action it need to deliver, that action is connect with this particular command block, and it will be run when they receive this particular message which is written on the broadcast. So on the basis of that is when I receive, and the broadcast command block will work. I hope you understand this one. And this one, the broadcast message and then wait, here you want to run the particular message, and then afterwards you put some time effect in your animation. You can use this command block broadcast and wait. So this is all about the different kind of event command blocks which is specially used to trigger your script and run your program on the basis of your demand. I hope you understand about the event block. In next session, we are going to discuss about the next block palette, and they're all command blocks. With this note, we conclude the session. Thank you for your patience. Hello everyone, welcome to Kodex Academy. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the control block palette. As in previous session we have discussed about the event block palette, now we are going to discuss about the control block palettes and what kind of different command blocks it has and what are the special function they are able to control. So here we go. Control blocks. As the name says, here these control blocks are able to control our script, our program. They can manage the flow of our program. They allow the script to repeat the action, to can control the action, and they make the decision as per your requirement. They are able to handle the time by put pauses in your script, and it gives the very interactive and responsive effect in your script. So now one by one we are going to discuss about all control blocks. First we are going to see here it's mentioned wait bracket 1 second. This block is used to make pause in your script. Here is mentioned 1 second. You can change the value as per your demand. You can make it pause. With the help of this block, you can pause your script for number of seconds. The next one is repeat 10 times. Whenever you use this repeat block, the action of your sprite will repeat as the number you have write down over here. So it helps to repeat the action in your script. The next one is forever. When you want to repeat the particular action in your script endlessly, so you can use this block. What kind of the blocks you will put inside this forever block, this particular action will repeat endlessly. Now the next one is if condition then. This is a very important condition block when you want to run any kind of blocks on the basis of particular condition. If that particular condition is true, then only the particular blocks which put inside this if block will be run. Otherwise it will not run. So they are depends on particular condition. Like suppose you are making a game and here you will set when the score is 50, then only you will win the game. And until if the score is not reached 50, you will lose the game. So there is the condition here. When the score reach 50, then the condition will show true and then only it shows you will win. So this is based on the condition. So this block will work on the basis of condition. Now the next one, it's based on if the condition is true, this thing happen, or if the condition is false, then another action will happen. Suppose in the same thing, here you mention if the score reach 50, so it shows you win, else you will lose the game. So here two conditions, one the condition is true and second what will happen if condition is not true. So on the basis of that the particular set of blocks will run. One when condition is true and when the condition is not true. Now we discuss about more condition blocks. So here we go. This block shows wait until condition. It pauses your script until condition is not true. Here suppose you are making a game and you set the target until your sprite is not reached to the red line. Your sprite should not stop. So it means you mention the condition until your sprite is not reached to the red line, it should not stop. So here you set the pause until the condition is not true, this action will not happen. So this kind of things, when you put the condition, you make the pause in your sprite on the basis of that until your condition is not true. So in this particular situation, you can use this block, wait until condition is not true. Now the next one, repeat block also you can use in case of condition. It means you repeat the particular action multiple times until your condition is not true. Suppose you choose one sprite, you want your sprite reach the edges, until then the action should be repeated. So here you mention the condition until your condition is not true, the action by your sprite is continuously repeated. Now the next one is stop. This block is used when you want to stop all the action
which is designed in your script, and particular action also which is specified with the particular sprite in your script. You can stop the action as per your demand for the specific sprite or all the actions which is already running in your script. So you can stop all or you can specify the action as well. Now the next one is when I start as a clone. This particular blocks are used when you are going to create the clone of your sprite. Here run when a sprite clone is created. It means you are going to run your program or your particular sprite when its clone is created. In Scratch you have an option, you can create multiple number of clone of particular sprite. Like here you can see this block, create clone of myself and other sprite. If you have a by default sprite, for that is always show myself, means sprite, a single sprite you have chosen, it will show myself. And when you choose more than one sprite, so you will get the option of that particular sprite to create the duplicate of that sprite. So you can make a clone of different sprite which you have chosen, and on the basis of that you can put the condition or command block when the clone is created, then your sprite will run. So here you can use this control block as well. You want to run your script when the sprite clone is created. Now the last one is delete this clone. When you want to delete the clone of your sprite, you can use this block. It's written in very simple language, delete this clone, means the particular clone when you want to delete, so you can use this block in your script. Now we are going to discuss one by one each control block on the Scratch platform. So here we are. When we open the Scratch, everybody know this screen is visible, and now we are going to select this control block, and you will see the multiple command blocks are open over here, and one by one we can use all these command blocks and we'll see what kind of action will perform. Like suppose here we are using wait 1 second. How we can use this block wait for 1 second? Suppose here I will use first event block and I mention when green flag click, and here look block I will use and say hello for 2 seconds, and again wait for 1 second and say instead of hello I will write bye over here. Now you will see here total 3 seconds need to run this program. One, it will say hello for 2 seconds, then wait for 1 second, then afterwards it say bye. Now we'll see how this program will run. This is for 2 seconds, pause for 1 second, and it say bye. You can increase the value of this second. Suppose I will mention it here 3. Now you will see how this program will run. This is for 2 seconds. Now 3 second pause, and after 3 second you will see it's written bye over here. So this is the way how you can use this wait command block. Now we'll move to the next one. Again we choose this control block. The next one is repeat 10 times. Here same thing, first we'll go to the event one, choose the flag one. Here repeat 10 times, add particular action you want to repeat for the 10 times. You can just go to the motion block, or you can select here turn 15 degree. It means it will repeat this action for 10 times. Now you will see how it will going to run. It run 10 times in 15 degree, and you will see how it get rotated over here. So you can repeat the action as per your demand, so you can do it. You can increase this value and it will run. Suppose I will make it 100, and you will see what will happen over here now. Right? Is it interesting? Yes. Now we are going to move to the another block. Again I'll choose this flag one, and I'll make it stop and refresh it, and now I'll choose the control one. It's mentioned forever. The same action if you not want to repeat for the particular time and you want to run the script endlessly, you can use this block, and here you can like turn 15 degree, and I'm going to run for forever until you will not stop the script. It will run continuously.
stop it, and now it will, again you're going to click this flag, and so it will start running. Now we are going to discuss about the if block. This if condition block is specially used when your condition is true. Suppose here I am using this operator block, and here I will mention it this. I'll use this block, and here you can see there is some value you can put, and if this one is greater than 50, suppose I am creating one variable over here, and in this variable I'll just make it score. Okay, and it's come. Now I'll put the score and put it over here. Now when the score is more than 50, then you can show here, I will say I win. So when we run this program, because here I am not creating any game, this is particular based on when this particular sprite is playing some game, and on the basis of the when the score reach to 50, it say I win. So here this is based on the particular condition. When this condition is true, then only the blocks present under this if block, that blocks will run, otherwise not. Now in the same way, if you use another block, like here if and else, here instead of this if block, I'll replace it with the if and else. For the if condition, I'm using the same, and I'm using the same block, say win. Now in the else, because if the score is not reached to the 50, so else what will happen? Else it show, here I will mention I lose. So you can use I lost. So you can use such kind of condition. There are two conditions. If the condition is true, else the condition is false. So you can use this condition block on the basis of different requirement of your script. Now we move to the next control block. Here the next control block is based on wait until condition is true. Here same thing, like until your condition is not true, so here you can use this block, wait until the score is reach more than 50. So you can use this wait block until the condition is not true. Your sprite will play the game. Once the condition is true, use the stop block and you can stop all. It means once the condition is true, till then your sprite will wait, the game will run, and after that everything will stop. In this case also you can use this stop block also, which is also a part of control block. Here is mentioned all. It means when you want to stop all the action, and if you want to stop the action of particular sprite, so you can mention over here. Like here I have chosen only one sprite, so this is mentioned this sprite. Now other sprite, when you choose more than one sprite, so on the basis of that you can use this action of stop for particular sprite as well. Now the next one is repeat until, means the particular action you are going to repeat until your condition is not true. Here you can mention it like repeat any action, like turning, like moving 10 times, rotating 10 times until it not reach to the edges. In that case you can use this kind of block. Especially these blocks are used when you are designing particular story or any game. In that case you can use these blocks. Now we are moving next control block. Here you will see these blocks are mentioned when I start as a clone, means when you are going to use clone of your particular sprite. Here I have chosen one sprite which is by default always present on stage. Now you can able to choose multiple sprite as well from this. Like I suppose I will choose this apple, and now apple is here. When I start as a clone, I am going to create a clone for particular sprite. So I'll just take it and I'll use the event block to take this flag. Now here you can see there is mentioned myself, and I have chosen one more sprite over here. So I just drop down and you can see this is sprite 1 is mentioned. Myself is for this apple and sprite 1 is for the another one. Suppose if you will see these blocks I will use for this sprite, then myself become for the sprite 1 and next one sprite is shown over here. Like here I choose myself and now I will click on the flag. Now you will see what will happen. Nothing will be shown on screen. Now you just click over here and drag and drop. You can see when I click one time on this green flag, the clone of apple has been created. Now if you want to create multiple clone of the particular sprite, so just you click on this flag multiple times. Now you'll see how many clones of this apple has been created. So multiple clones you can create for particular sprite. Now if you want to delete all this clone, so just choose the delete one and remove this create one and just click on the flag. This particular clone will delete over here. As you created multiple clone of this sprite, now you want to delete all the clone of the sprite. So what you need to do, here you can use this block when I start as a clone and you want to delete all the clones which you have been created. So just select it over here and you can click on the green flag and you will see all the clone you have created, it will delete it. So just go through that and you can see all the clones are deleted now. So these blocks are specially work when you want to create multiple clone of your sprite or you want to delete it as the demand of your script, and you set your clone means when I start as a clone and this action should be done. Not only for the delete this clone and multiple other action you can use stop all, any kind of conditions you can put it over here and on the basis of that you can run your script. So this is all about the control blocks which is specially designed to control the script and also give smooth and amazing effect in your script. So this is all about the control blocks. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you will not miss the latest update. For the more information, you can visit our website kodexacademy.com. With this note, we conclude the session. We'll see you in next session. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, welcome to Kodex Academy. In today's session, we are going to discuss about sensing blocks. Here we are going to discuss about how all the sensing blocks will work and on the basis of that what kind of the changes and what kind of the different animations we can observe in our script. So here we go. Sensing blocks, as the name says, they are detecting the information with the help of different senses. In case of touch sense, color sense, distance, loudness, also by the command. So here these sensing blocks in Scratch are specially used to detect the information from the sprite, stage and other element which we choose in our script, and on the basis of that they respond accordingly. Because when any senses are detected according to your script, on the basis of that the condition is demands it's true or false and it respond accordingly. Now we discuss about multiple number of sensing command blocks. So here we go. The first one is touching. It shows the touch senses of sprite. Belongs to a specific object, color, edges, anything. If the condition is true, so you will get the response, and if the condition is false, you will see response accordingly. Now the next one is touching color bracket. Here you can mention the specific color and the sprite is touch sensitive with the specific color. Suppose you made two line in your project, red line and green line. Here you mention if the sprite touch the green line, so you will get the score 1, and if it touch the red line, so score will be -1. Here you can find out how the sprite is touch sensitive with the color. When sprite is touched one specific color, in that case the condition is true,
for particular color, and if it touch to the another color, on the basis of that the condition is get vary. Here the sense is based on specifically for color. Now the next one is color. This is touching this. Here the color of one particular object is sensitive against the different color of different object. Like you can see here, there are option of two color. One is mentioned green and one is mentioned blue over here. So it shows the color green is touching color blue. If this condition is true, so you will get respond accordingly. If this condition is false, you will not get any response. So this is based on the color is sensitive with the another color. Now the next one is distance to bracket. It used to measure the distance from one sprite to the another sprite or another particular position. So here distance you can measure it with the help of any particular line or with the help of mouse pointer. So you will set one target and you can measure the distance of your sprite from one position to another one with the help of this block. Now the next one is ask, bracket and wait. This is used to take the input from the user and you can store in the variable. Like for example, you are making any quiz game or any kind of calculator and you want to take input from the user. So you can ask many questions. What is your name? What is your favorite color? And on the basis of that you can take the input from the user and you can store in your variable and it will show as per your script. You can use this command block to get the input from the user. Now we'll move to the another sensing blocks. Here is mentioned answer. Answer simply what answer you will get from the user as input from the last one, ask and wait. So that answer is stored over here, and when you want to show the answer on your stage, you can use this block in your script accordingly as per your demand. Now the next one is key bracket pressed. It is key sensitive, means here if you press space, arrow key or A to Z, any particular key you press, and on the basis of that particular key you will set your action. Suppose I press A, so your sprite color should be changed. So on the basis of that you make your sprite key sensitive and it will sense the particular key, and on the basis of that it will respond. Now the next one is mouse down. Here it shows your sprite is sensitive against the mouse button, mouse arrow. This particular sensing command block is used to show the sensing against the mouse button on the sprite. Now the next one is set drag mode. This is specially used to control the behavior of sprite. When you click, it will drag and drop at one place to another place, or directly it will move from one to another side. So there are two options is available in this particular command block, draggable or not draggable. So you can set the sprite movement. When you click on that, it will drag or not. Here you can set the mode of your sprite movement. It will be draggable or not with the help of this block. Now the next one is loudness. It's going to react on the basis of loudness of sound of your microphone. Here the capacity is 0 to 100. So on the basis of that, like I am speaking, if you want to see what is my current loudness of my sound, you can see on screen. Here this block will work for that. Like here you can see there is square, and when I click on this, automatically you can see the loudness icon come on the screen, and you will observe what is the current loudness of sound is coming from microphone. Now we'll move to the next sensing blocks. Here next one is timer. You want to see the time since the project start. You just click on the square and timer start immediately. And again the next one is reset timer. When you want to reset the time from your project, again you want to start from 0. So you can reset the time as per your demand. How many times you want to reset, you can use this block.
The next one is backdrop sensing. It helps to set your project with the different screens, different scenes you can put with the help of backdrop sensing. And for the particular backdrop you can set the respond accordingly. Like here you can choose different kind of backdrop, and on the basis of that you can make one condition. When this background will come, this kind of condition will true, or this will condition get false, and your script will respond accordingly. You can use to make the senses on the basis of background change. Now the next one is current year sensing. Here you just need to drop down over here and you will see the many option: date, year, month. You can see the what is the current date today, what is current month today, and what is the current date today. So you can use this block when you want to show the specific date and time in your script. So it is completely based on time sensing feature. Now the next one is username sensing. When you want to use the personalized experience of each user, here you can use this username sensing. Means here you want to say, like when we have discussed about the look block, so here when I just click on the green flag, it say hello, and you want it should not say hello. Like my name is Alina, so it will say hello Alina. So you can use this username sensing block, and on the basis of that, what is the username you have used to sign in your Scratch account, so it will display accordingly. So here you can use this block to display the name of the user while you are responding in your script. So this is all sensing blocks which give the amazing effect in your Scratch. Now one by one we'll see how these sensing blocks will work on Scratch. So here we go. Now I'm going to the sensing block, and you'll see there are multiple sensing blocks option has been open. The first one is says the touch sensitive. Like here I will take the touch sensitive block over here, and before I'm just going to use this one, I'm checking and I'll taking this event one, and here I will use the if block to see how it will get work. I'm taking the if block and I'll use this touch sensing. It's based on mouse pointer. And here one more option is available, like you can just drop down over here and it's mentioned edges. Like here these are the edges for this sprite area, and you can just put your sprite over here on edges. And now I'm using this look block and I'm just using next costume over here. So you can see I'm just touching over here, the costume get changed. Now I'll just put in over here and you will see the effect when the mouse pointer is touched, and I'll just making the edges one now, and here you can see costume is changing when I click on the flag. Now you will see if I'm not touching the sprite on edges and I'm taking in between the sprite area, so what will happen? Now you see costume is not changing. So this is touch sensitive. When the sprite touch the edges, then only the blocks which you use here in the if condition, then only these blocks will work, otherwise not. Now we are moved to another sense block. Here I am taking the color one and I'll put color over here. For that I am taking one more sprite, and here I am taking line. And I'm checking over here and you can see there is one red line. I can use it to show the color senses. Now here you can see it's green color, and there is the color I am choosing, that one is red. So I can change this color. I just pick the color from here and select it. Here's a red one color I am choosing, and the right color is come over here. Now I'm just clicking over here. You will see costume without touching the red color, it will change or not, and then we'll touch the sprite to the red color and then we'll see the effect. Now you'll see condition is not true, that's why costume is not changing. Now I am going to touch the sprite over here to the red color, and now we'll see the effect. You can see costume is changing. So this is based on color sensing. When your sprite is sensing the specific color, on the basis of that it will respond, otherwise not. Now we use the another next one block. So you can see here, this one is color green is touching to the another dark green color we have chosen. This is also the same. Here what you need to do, you need to select two different color of different sprite you can use, and on the basis of that you will see the effect. Here I mentioned when it's touched to the color yellow is touched to the color green, then the costume is get changed, or otherwise not. So these both are almost same. Now the next one, if we use distance to the mouse pointer, here two options are available, distance to the mouse pointer, and when you drop down, here is mentioned distance to line. Suppose we are getting the distance from line, so you can use this line as a detection point, and when you want to check the distance of this sprite from this line, so you can use this block. Especially this block is used to measure the distance between two sprites, and on the basis of that you can check the answer. Now we are moving to the next one. Here the next one is say ask the question to the user, and on the basis of that you just store the answer as a variable and then wait. Like here I am clicking on that, and you can see here is mentioned what is your name. So you can write your name over here, like here I mentioned Elena. So now just you click over here, and this answer is stored in the variable. Now when you click, the answer is coming Elena. So this is very simple block. When you click over here, automatically one option is coming to take the input from the user. You can just use this block. You can change your question according to that. You can take the response from the user, store in the variable, and when you want to show this, you just click on this answer, and you can see the answer is visible on the screen. Now we'll move to the next block. The next one is the key space is pressed. So this I already told you, it is based on the key sensitive command block. Like here you can see when I drop down over here, there are multiple options is available: up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow, and these are multiple on the basis of alphabet and number sensitive. So you can set the different kind of action on the basis of that. When this key is pressed, you will observe the particular action. So this is based on the key sensitive. Now the next one is mouse down. It is show the sensing against the mouse arrow. When the mouse arrow is touched the sprite, it will respond accordingly as per your script demand. When you want to make a sensing on the basis of the mouse arrow is touched over the sprite, so you can use this block. The next one, if you will see, this is the mouse X and mouse Y. When you click over here, you will see one position is visible over here. It will show the position of your sprite, and on the basis of that it will get changed when you are changing the position of your specific sprite according to your script. So you can set this value, you can change this value, and you can use to make your animation more interactive. Like you can see, if I'll take it this Y one also, and just you click over here, you will see it shows the Y position. When you are going to change the sprite over here, so you will see the sprite position is changed against the other sprite. So here this will help to how the sprite is moving and what is the current position of the sprite against the other sprite. Now the next one is set drag mode. Here this set drag mode, you can see when I drop down over here, it's mentioned draggable and not draggable. This is specially designed when you want your sprite move like it is dragging from one position to another position, or just you want it will just move from here and directly it reach to here. Instead of dragging, you want move from one side to another side without dragging. So there are two options you can set to your sprite, draggable and not draggable. Now the next one is loudness. Here when you use the loudness and just click on this checkbox, you can see the value of loudness is changing because I am speaking here. According to that, the value of loudness is going to increase or decrease. When I stop talking, you can see the value automatically get decrease. So you will see here. Now
again the value of the loudness is get increased because I am speaking. It is detecting the loudness of sound which is coming from microphone. Now the next one is timer. When I just click on this checkbox, so you will see the timer automatically start. So you can see start working. Now if you want to reset the time, just click on the reset button and you can see again the timer start from 0. So when you want to make any game for like speed race or something, and in the basis of that you can set the timer to make your game more interesting. Now the next one is backdrop of stage. This is specially designed when you are going to change the backdrop, and on the basis of that multiple stage line you just want to set the sensing effect in your script with the particular sprite. So here you can use this block. It will show amazing effect when you want to create any particular story or long animation and where you use multiple backdrops, and your sprite have a senses with the different backdrop, and on the basis of that it will respond. Now the next one is current year. Here you can check the current year, current date, current month. What is the current year, current date, current month of today? So you can just check it. Just you need to click on this checkbox and you will see it's 2025. Now you want to check the current month, so just drag and set the current month, and then again you just click over here and you will see month is coming. So here you can just set the hour, day of the week, date, month, year, minute, second. So you will get this value. What is the current value you can check with the help of this block. And since day 2000 also you can set the value here. What is the current value from the 2000 day? So on the basis of that the value is get changed automatically and it will update automatically. Now the next one is username. Here when I just click on this checkbox you will see the username is updated over here. You can set your username and you will see the effect. Here because I am not logged in the Scratch, so my name will not visible over here. But here you can set the username, like suppose you want to see when I just click the flag, my name should be visible over here. So what I should do over here, I just click on the look block and here I am taking hello for seconds. Here instead of hello directly I can write my name, so my name is visible over here. But if I'll mention condition for this, I can use the operator block, and in the operator block here I can use join. When I mention the join over here, once I can mention hello and I want to join the username also, so I'm going to the sensing block and I just click on the username and drop it down over here. So here whatever the username, it will show username. But here I am not writing any name right now till now because I am not logged in the Scratch, so that's why my name is not visible. But when you have account on your Scratch and you can logged in and you will see your name over here. So this is all about the sensing blocks. It has multiple command blocks which show amazing effect on the basis of different senses, and when your sensing will work, the condition will true, and on the basis of that it will respond. I hope you understand about the sensing blocks. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you will not miss the latest update. For the more information, you can visit our website kodexacademy.com. With this note, we conclude the session. We'll see you in next session. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, welcome to Kodex Academy. In today's session, we are going to discuss about operator blocks, which is basically used for mathematical calculations, and on the basis of that, they will give their response. So here we are. Operator blocks. Operator blocks are represented by the green color, and especially they are used for mathematical calculation, logics and text operations. It means where you need help to calculate or to comparison between two things, and when you want to make a decision in your project, for that you can take help from operator blocks.
When you use operator blocks, it will help you in mathematical calculations when you want to pick some random numbers, and on the basis of that, when you want to perform any logical reasoning and mathematical calculation, it will help you a lot. And when you want to make a decision on the basis of two conditions, in that case also operator blocks very helpful for you. Now we are going to discuss one by one each and every operator blocks. So the first one are arithmetic operators. These blocks are specially designed to perform basic mathematical calculation, in which addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. You can do all four basic mathematical calculation with the help of these arithmetic operators. In this you can see here you can write one number and another side you can write another number, and afterwards when you use this operator in your program, in your script, so you will find the result as the addition of two digits. And same here, this one is used for subtraction, this one is used for multiplication, and this one is used for division. Now the next one is pick random from this to this. Here you can pick the random two different number and you will get the range from this to this, and it will help you to make the mathematical calculation also. And when you make the range in your game, when your sprite reach from this number to this number, and on the basis of that your decision will decide in your script. So you can use this pick random from this to this, any two number you can pick as per the user demand. Now the next one is comparison operators. These are used to make comparison between two value. On the basis of that your result will be true or false. Like here, the number is greater than 50, the number is less than 50, and number is equal to 50. This value you can change it, and here also you can decide. We can create any variable. Suppose you want to create score. If the score is more than 50, you will be win or you will lose the game. And here also, if the number is less than 50, so this is the value, and if the number is more than 50, this would be the result. And here you can set the value and it will show if the number is reached to equal to 10, that means game over. Until the number is not reached to 10, the game will not over. So on the basis of that you can use this comparison operators. The next one is logical operators. These logical operators are used to combine or invert the Boolean condition. Boolean conditions means where, like first example is this and this. It shows when both condition is true, then only the result will be true. Here you can see there are two conditions you mentioned. First condition, for example, if you want to create any game, and here to win that game you decided two criteria. First, the score should be more than 50 and the player should cross the green line, or anything condition you will put over here, and when the both condition will true, then only you will win result, otherwise you will lose the game. So on the basis of that, there's Boolean conditions we can use when both conditions are true, and here in two condition at least one condition is true, means this or that. In two condition any one condition must be true. And the next one is not. It means return the opposite, means negation of the condition, means that condition should not be happen. These all are belongs to logical operator, which specially used to when you are creating any games or different animations basis of when you have a different conditions or different hurdles to cross and win the game. In that case you can use these logical operators. Now we move to the next operator blocks. Now these operator blocks are belongs to string operators. Strings operators are used specially for text operation, where you have a text value and you want to join two strings. Like for example, here this join apple and banana. It means here two strings you have, one is apple and another one is banana, and with the help of join block you can join these two strings in a single operation. Now the next one is letter bracket of bracket. Here get the specific letter from a string letter 1 of hello is H. It means it shows, like for example, letter 1 of apple. So what would be the letter 1 of apple? It would be A. And if it is mentioned letter 2 of apple, so letter 2 of apple would be P. So on the basis of that, you can indicate like you want to filter it out the particular strings from your different texts. So you can filter it out with the help of this letter command block. Now the next one is length of. Length of bracket means how many number of characters present in your string. Suppose here is mentioned length of apple. So what would be the length of apple? Here is 5 because there are 5 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the basis of that, you can find the length of your string with the help of this block. Now the next one is apple contains A. It means if you want to make a condition, your string have the specific letter or not, and on the basis of that you will get the result by segregating your required content from the different text. So you can filter it out your required text from the different text. This is the main purpose of the string operators. Now the next one is math functions. In the previous slide, we have discussed about the basic mathematical operators. Here we have some advanced math operations. Like first is round off. When you want to make the round of the number, like suppose number value is 15.4. So what would be the round off for the 15.4? It's 15. And if the number is 15.6, so what would be the round off for 15.6? It would be 16. So here the round off, it's rounds a number to this nearest whole number. So when you want to round off the value, so you can use this block. Next one is the mode. Here you are taking the 2 value and it returns remainder of dividing one number by another. When you want to know the remainder when one number is divided by another, so you can use this block. And the last one is abs and bracket. It returns the absolute positive value of your number which you are applying, which you take from the user and you use in your script if it will come. So what would be the absolute positive value by using this operator blocks? Now to get better understanding how these operator blocks we can use in Scratch, I will show you some basic programs. Like I have made one basic calculator and find out odd and even number, and when we are using these operator blocks in our script to make basic calculators and to find out even and odd number, you will get to know how we can use these operator blocks. So here we go. Now first you will see I have made one basic calculator where I am taking 2 numbers from the user, first number, second number, and afterwards you will get result. Now suppose you can see this is the big program, and here I am using multiple blocks where I am using event block, control block, sensing blocks, operator blocks, variables and looks block as well. But when you will join our course, so you will going through from the base how we can use these multiple blocks and make a nice script to run our program successfully. But before that, to make you understandable how we can use these operator blocks in mathematical calculation or different kind of game and animation, I will tell you how these operator blocks will work. Like you can see here, I am using a program. I am taking the 2 number from the user, and afterwards getting the 2 number, I have applied the 4 different operations over here. First addition, second one subtraction, third one multiplication, and the fourth one is division. Now when I am start program, so here how this program will run, then you will get to know how this operator blocks will help us in mathematical calculation. So first we'll start this program. I'm just clicking on this green flag and you will see what will happen. Now see, it's asking the first question, what would you like to do? Addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. You can see in my script I have write ask,
What would you like to do? Addition, subtraction, multiplication or division? On the basis of my script, it's asking the same question. Suppose I want to do addition over here. I type plus sign and then I click on write. Again, if its answer is plus, ask give me the first number and wait. Here this is belongs to sense block and I am getting this one. Ask give me the first number and wait. Now I am giving the first number. Suppose I type 3 over here and now I just click again on this write. Now again it's asking give me the second number and now you can see set, like first number is belongs to answer and next block I am using ask again. Once you will get the first number from the user, give me the second number and then afterwards it would be set as a second number as answer. So now I am typing 4 over here and then again I am going to click on write. Now you will see our result is here. You can see the first number is display over here, second number is display over here and result would be 7. So how this will work? You can see first number will get from the user, second number will get from the user. It set the result. Here you can see the green color. This is what? Operator block. First number plus second number and result would be for 10 seconds. Once I have give the addition one, so on the basis of that only from this whole program, this program is run because I have chosen plus 1. Now suppose in case I will choose minus. Again same, because now if the answer would be minus, so this program will run. And on the basis of that again I need to give one number. I am typing 6 over here. Now again second number I am typing 5. Now again the answer would be 1. You can see the same program but the operator block is different over here. You can see here I am using minus, which you can see over here, this one. So on the basis of that these all 4 operator blocks you can use. Even you can take this pick random number from this. This is up to you. You can make your calculation more complicated or effective. So on the basis of that you can use different blocks. Same like these one, for greater than this, less than this, equal than this. On the basis of that you will put the condition. And these are specially used Boolean conditions where you have 2 conditions. Both should be true, one should be true or not, means negation of your condition. Now the next one is based on the string operations. When you have a text value and you want to make it them join, or you want to find out the specific letter or length of your text, or if the letter have the specific character or not, so you can use these blocks in the same way. Now I am going to show you one more program where I am using this mode 1 and another operator blocks. So we'll going to find out now our given number is odd or even. So it will make you understand more about the operator blocks. So here we go. Now you can see this is the one more program I have designed where you can find out number particular you have chosen, is it odd or even. Here I am using 2 operator blocks. When I am clicking on this operator blocks, you can see there is mention this equal one. When I am just opening this one, you can see one block is this one. This value is equal to 50. Here I mentioned 0 and here I am using the mode block. You can see here that mode block where I want to find out the remainder between 2 numbers. So here I am putting this operator block, this one here. And here now first you understand the script, how this script will work, and afterwards you will understand how we can use this operator block to make our animations and program very interactive and effective. So let's go. Here I am using the event block when green flag clicked, and here I am asking type your number. Once I click over here, so you can see it will ask the number from the user. I will type 7 over here. Now once I typed 7,
Once I click on that, automatically the program will run and it will give you result. This number is odd or even. How it will work? Here, whatever the number I am typing over, this number is saved as a answer, and this answer it will set as in a variable of answer. Now this number is mode 2. It means the number which typed by a user, if it is divided by 2 and the remainder would be 0, then only the number is even. It will display for 2 seconds. Else the number will be odd, it display for 2 seconds. It means like I typed 7 over here, and if I click on this right icon, now let's see, it shows the number is odd. Here I can increase the second. Suppose I will make it for 10 seconds and this one also for 10 seconds, and then again I want to run this program. So here you can see I mentioned when green flag clicks, set the number value 0. Once I am going to click on this green flag, again the number set to 0. So you can see the number again is 0. Program is running again. Now here I am typing 1789. Now you will see the result. The number is odd. Now again you want to see how it will work. Now I am typing one even number 466. Now you will see the result. The number is even. So here is a very simple program. I wish you understand about the operator blocks, how these operator blocks will really helpful for mathematical operations, logical reasoning, or also for decision making on the basis of different conditions. So this is all about the operator blocks. I hope you really understand and enjoyed it. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you will not miss the latest update. For the more information, you can visit our website kodexacademy.com. With this note, we conclude the session. We'll see you in next session. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, welcome to Kodex Academy. Today we are going to discuss about another block palette, that is my variable. To discuss about the multiple command blocks present in my variable and what is the use of my variable. It's really interesting block palette which helps a lot when you want to store any data and use it for your further project. So here we go. Variables block. This variable specially used to store and manage your data during the project. Like for example, you want to store or you can take any number from the user. You are going to make any variable for the you want to calculate the score or particular name or anything. Here you can create your variable and you can keep tracking the particular number, score, name or any other kind of the data during your program, and according to that you can make the changes in your script to make your program more interesting and more interactive. Here whenever you want to create any variable, so you need to choose the variable block palette which is represented in orange color, and you can see these many command blocks will open in the variable. Here the first option is shows make a variable. You can create your own variable. You can give the name to your variable. Suppose you want to make a variable of any particular number, you want to make a variable of score, any particular name or anything. So you can create your variable, and afterwards like this my variable, this kind of whatever the variable you have created, that option is also visible on screen. And here with that you will get the checkbox, and once you click on the checkbox you will see that particular variable which is created by you on screen. My variable is the by default variable which always present as a command block in the variable block palette. Now we discuss about the other command blocks presenting variable. When you create any variable, these other command blocks will help you to set that particular variable in your script, to make any changes in your variable, and you want to show your variable or hide your variable as well. So you can see set variable to bracket. Here you can mention your number, score, whatever you want. Like suppose you have created a variable of score, so you can set the value of your variable. Suppose you will set to 0, to 50, anything. You can give the specific value to your variable. The next one, change variable by that. Here if you want reduce the score or you want to increase the score, so you can make it add or subtract the value on the basis of your demand in your variable. Now the next one is show variable and another one is hide variable. In the particular situation in your project you want to display your variable, so you can use it, and if in some case you want to hide your variable, so you can use this block. This one I have already told you, the block variable, which represent the current value. Whatever the current value you are using in your variable, it will represent on your screen. Now the last one is make a list. When you want to create any list, suppose you want to create the list of days, month, years, like anything, so you can make a list, and once you create your list, you will see at the side of block palette multiple command blocks is created which belongs to the list that you created. On the basis of that, whatever the changes you want to make in your list, you can use such command blocks and make and see the effect on the screen. Now we'll see how these variable blocks will work on Scratch screen. So here we go. Now our Scratch screen is open. Now I'm going to the variable block, and when I click on this icon, and you will see these are the command blocks you can see belongs to the variable block palette. First is mentioned make a variable. Here by using this you can make your own variable. So now we are going to create our own variable by clicking on this. Once I click, you can see there's an option new variable name. Suppose I want to create a variable of score. So I am typing score over here, and now see there are two options. One is for all sprite and one is for particular sprite. Because till now I am not making another sprite, there is one already by default sprite available on screen. So I'll just choose for all sprite and click on OK. Now you will see here my variable is created, and on screen also my variable is visible. Why this will see on screen? Because you can see the checkbox is already ticked, and if you want to see here the another variable is already by default present, my variable, and when you click on this checkbox also you will see this variable as well on screen. You can see there are two variables present on screen. If you want to hide them, you need to do uncheck them. So now you can see they are hide right now. They are created but they are not visible on screen. Now you'll see if you want to set the value of your variable. So how you can set the value? Here I am choosing the event block and I am taking when I click the green flag. Now again I am back to my variable, and here I am taking the set block, and for score I am going to check, and you can see score is visible over here, and here I am choosing score and I will set the value 10. Now when I am just click on the flag, the score should be show 10. You can see how the score value has been changed. This block specially used, suppose you want to restart your game again and again when the green flag is clicked. So your score should start from 0. You can set such program when the green flag clicked, automatically your score will be reset to 0. You can use such command block in your program. Now we are taking the next command block. This one is change my variable by 1. Suppose you want to change by 1, so I am just choosing my score, and now I am just clicking on green flag. You will see it's changed by 1. 10 is convert into 11. Again if I click on green flag, you will see it's become 12. Now if you want to subtract, put -1, and now you will see the result. It become 11 again. So whenever you want to change your score or any number, so you can use this block. Now the next one is to hide variable. Here I'll choose my score variable and now when I click on the flag, the variable should be hide. You can see now it's hide. Now if you want to show it again on screen, so just choose show variable and now choose your variable score and now just click on green flag. Now you will see it show on screen. So this is the way how you can use the variable command blocks on the basis of the variable you have created, any number, score, name, any variable you can create, and you can use it according to your demand in your project. Now we move to the last one, make a list. Here when you want to create any list, click on make a list and you can see it asks new list name. Now you can write any name. Suppose I will write weekdays. And now I just click on OK. And now you can see list is coming over here on screen. And with that you can see multiple command blocks are coming over here. These all command blocks are belongs to this list which you have created. Now we'll see how you can add the data in your list. You can see there's a plus icon, just you need to click over here and you can see the empty text box is coming and you can write anything over here. Suppose I will write over here Monday. Now I want to add more, so just click on this plus icon again and now you will see you can add, you can write anything over here. Suppose I'll write Tuesday over here. So like that you can make your list. And then afterwards when you want to do any changes in your list, anything you want to add, anything you want to delete or hide, show, you can use this block. Like the first one is shows add thing in your list, second one is shows delete one from the weekdays your list, delete all, insert the thing anything, or you want to replace something, or here the item for the particular item you going to indicate in your list which you have created. So on the basis of that you can choose that particular item. And also anything, suppose any particular thing you have mentioned in your list, so on the basis of that you can tag it. And here the length of, whenever you want to find out the length of your list, you can use this block. And the next one is weekdays, that containing that thing. When suppose you want to search something from your list, so here you can use this block, like your list is containing this item or this name or this number particularly or not. Now the other two blocks which belongs to your list is show list and hide list. It's same like in variable when you want to show your list on screen or when you want to hide your list from screen. So you can use these many blocks while you want to do any kind of manipulation or any kind of changes in your list as per demand of your project. Now I'll show you how these blocks can be worked for your program. So again I'll choose this event block and just choose this when green flag clicked, and which is the most demanding command block. And now the next one, I'm again go back to my list. I'm going to add something in my list. Suppose I will mention here Wednesday, and then I just click on the flag and you will see Wednesday is added. So like that you can see if you want to delete something, so you can choose the delete and just click on the green flag, because I mentioned delete one. It means one thing will delete from this list. So I just click on the green flag and now you will see one from the top is deleted. And when you want to delete all, choose this one and now just click on the green flag. You can see now your list become empty. Same if you want to insert, replace anything, and if you want to hide your list, so just remove this and choose the hide list and just click on the green flag. Like now you can see your list is hide. So these are the variable blocks which is specially used to store data. You can make the changes and you can use in your project as per your demand. It's a very interesting block palette and which is specially used in games to make them more interesting and interactive. I hope you understand about the variable block palette, and they are all command blocks. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you will not miss the latest update. For the more information, you can visit our website codexacademy.com. With this note, we conclude the session. We'll see you in next session. Bye-bye.
Imagine your child not just playing games, but actually creating them. With Kodex Academy, that imagination turns into reality. Kodex Academy offers live instructor-led online classes for Scratch block programming. Kids enjoy one-on-one sessions with experienced instructors. Kids create their own games, animations, and interactive stories while learning to code. Sessions are packed with hands-on experiences to make learning fun. Classes are customizable based on each student's needs and pace. Visit codexacademy.com for more information or connect with us on social media.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Kodex Academy. I am Oman Shagarwal, and today we are going to explore one of the most interactive features in Scratch, the video sensing extension. In this tutorial, you will learn how to use your webcam to detect movement in real time and create cool visual effects like color changes or animation when your sprite senses motion. So let's dive into the magic of video sensing extension. But before that, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends, and let's jump into Scratch. First, we will change the name of this cat sprite. That is going to be cat. Now, we will take a backdrop. You can take any of the backdrop, but I will take blue sky. After this, I will add extension. Go to add an extension, and then you will see over here an extension video sensing that senses our motion and we will be visible on the screen. So click on it, and over here there are 4 blocks. The first one is when video motion is greater than 10. Means if we will set this 5, then it's almost like we are still. Just move very little. And 10 to 20 means a little bit movement. And if above 30, then you are like you need to wave your hands. Means too much movement. And this video motion on sprite, if you will click on the drop down, you will see 2 options, motion and direction. And over here you will see sprite and stage. And the third block is turn video off 1. So if I will turn on my video, oh look, my video is visible on the screen. And if I will off the video, my screen is not visible, it is invisible. And if on flip, then see, I have gone to the right side, but I am shown at the left side. So this is the on flip one. And set video transparency to 50 means both of them, our video also and the backdrop too. So for this, I'll give you an example. First, I'll turn on my video. And now, I'll take this set video transparency to 50 block. And then I will give you an example with set video transparency to 100. I'll click on the block. And now you cannot see my screen. Means 100 is equal to the screen has disappeared. And if I'll do it 0, then look, you can see my clear video. Okay? So now let's start with the coding. And yes, don't delete the set video transparency to 0 block. Just take when video motion is greater than 50. Then set video transparency to 0. And then take change color effect by 25. Then motion, glide 1 second to random position. And then go to sound, play sound meow until done. Go to video sensing and I have to turn video on. Oh! You can see my video, and if I will move and I will touch the cat will play the sound meow and then it will move to random position, right? So, now we will do the coding to stop this script. Go to events and take when the sprite clicked. When the sprite clicked, video sensing, turn video off and then control stop all. Now you can see, if I click the cat, my video is off. Now after this, if we want to turn on the video, what we will do? Again, events, when flag clicked, video sensing, turn video on. Now let's go and see on big screen. Our coding is done. This was a very simple game. Now we will click the green flag. Oh, my screen is over here. Now let's play. Oh, cat is just moving around and playing the sound meow. Oh, fun! I hope you understand and like this video. If you like, please like, subscribe, share to your family and friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss the latest update. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next video.